Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're taking the job of my pursuers, the IRS. We're diving into the Mormon Church. You know, the Nikkei 30 friendly door knockers. See, the Mormon Church doesn't just operate on faith and good vibes. They've got a secret weapon, tithing. That's right, 10% of every member's income goes straight to the church's coffers. But the real question is, where does all that money actually go? Do they waste it on boring stuff like helping the poor, building schools, and maybe funding a few missionary trips? Or do they get a little diabolical and play Monopoly with the entire US economy to keep things interesting? Let's rewind to the 1830s when Joseph Smith founded the Mormon Church after supposedly finding some fancy golden plates in upstate New York. Plates that he could read using some special glasses. Keep in mind that these glasses were more special than me. Fast forward, and the Mormons are zigzagging across America, fleeing angry mobs and making pit-stops in places like Ohio and Missouri, before finally landing in Utah. And what did they bring with them? Besides a love of polygamy, which they later officially ditched, they also brought a doctrine of tithing. Pay up 10% of your income, or risk divine disapproval. And, no temple access. It's a membership fee with eternal consequences. Damn, that's one expensive subscription. The church quickly learned that tithing was the gift that kept on giving. Every paycheck, 10% goes to the church. Doesn't matter if you're struggling to pay rent or just got hit with the good old dose of American medical bills. Freedom, am I right? Regardless, God still gets a cut. And boy, does that cash pile up. We're talking billions of dollars every year. And while you might think the church would be all about transparency with that kind of money, think again. So you've got millions of faithful members dutifully forking over their hard-earned cash. The church's official line is that the money is used to fund church operations, build temples, and support charitable causes. But here's the problem. The Mormon Church is as transparent with its finances as a brick wall. Unlike most religious organizations that publish financial reports, the LDS Church keeps its books under lock and key, like it's guarding the Krabby Patty recipe. You'd have better luck getting your hands on classified government documents than seeing where the money actually goes. Although, that's not saying a lot if you're in the War Thunder community. But let's start with the obvious, the temples. The Mormon Church has a thing for grand, glittering temples that cost millions, sometimes hundreds of millions, to build. And while they're nice to look at, these aren't exactly open to the public. Only the worthy Mormons, aka those who pay their tithes, get access. It's like a country club for the devout, minus the golf courses, but plus some pretty intense rituals. And these temples aren't cheap. They're more about showing off than spreading the good word. But hey, at least the architecture's nice, right? Then you've got the missionaries, the young men in white shirts and ties who knock on your door asking you if you've heard about the Book of Mormon. These guys are sent all over the world, often paying their own way, while the church covers some costs like training and housing. But here's the thing, for every missionary preaching on the streets, the church is making bank in other areas. Let me check my notes here. Right, real estate. The Mormon Church owns a staggering amount of land and property, including shopping malls, office buildings, and even agricultural land. They're one of the biggest landowners in the US. This isn't just about having a few chapels sprinkled around, this is big business. And a lot of this real estate is funded by tithing. So when you're handing over your 10%, you're not just helping build God's kingdom, you're helping build God's shopping empire. You know, just in case some new kicks were needed up there. Now, let's talk about the crown jewel of Mormon finances, Ensign Peak Advisors. This is the church's private investment fund, and is valued at around $100 billion. That's more than the GDP of some small countries. And what's this money doing? It's sitting in stocks, bonds, and other investments growing quietly while members are told to, quote, tighten their belts during tough times. Oh, the irony. And here's the kicker. A whistleblower revealed that a huge chunk of this cash isn't even being used for charitable work. It's just sitting there, untouched, like a dragon hoarding gold. And all this while the church leaders keep asking members to keep up their tithing, even if they're struggling financially. You gotta love the hustle. So why is the church so secretive about its finances? For an organization that claims to be all about helping others, you'd think that they'd be more open as to where the money goes. But no, it's all hush-hush. They say it's about being prudent, which is a funny way of pronouncing, we don't owe you an explanation. And sure, having a massive rainy day fund is one thing, but when your rainy day fund could bankroll a nation, people start to ask questions. The church claims that this financial reserve ensures their survival in tough times. But let's be real, it's not just about survival, it's about power. They've built an empire, and they're not letting anyone see the blueprints. Though, let's not pretend like the church doesn't do any good with the money. They've got a welfare program that helps members, they fund disaster relief, and they've even donated to global humanitarian causes. But here's the thing. The actual amount spent on charity is a drop in the bucket compared to the billions they rake in. It's like the church is tossing a handful of breadcrumbs while sitting on a mountain of bread. Really, it's the least they can do. Meanwhile, members are constantly encouraged to sacrifice financially, no matter their personal situation. It's a one-way street where the church keeps building its financial empire, while the average member's tithing is being treated like a spiritual insurance premium. Pay up or risk your eternal rewards. So where does that tithing money really go? To building a financial empire that spans everything from temples to tech stocks. The Mormon Church isn't just a religious organization, it's a multi-billion-dollar business operating under the guise of spirituality. And while they might do some good along the way, the real story is one of wealth accumulation, investment strategies, and a level of secrecy that would make even a Wall Street banker blush. At the end of the day, the Mormon Church's approach to money is less about spreading the gospel and more about playing the long game of financial domination. So next time you see those missionaries at your doorstep, just remember, behind every friendly smile and free Book of Mormon is an empire built on tithes, real estate, and a whole lot of stock options. Always follow the money. Wait, no, Iris. Listen, buddy, I wasn't talking to you. Don't follow my money, do it to other people. Yeah. Thank you for watching till the end.